You mentioned a lot about AI tools and using artificial intelligence, etc. In your personal work journey, can you give me some examples of the kind of tools that you are using and how it is helping you save tons of your time?
So first of all, a lot of the work I do, for example, requires me to have a general knowledge of the edges of the problem. Say I'm trying to do a reform. Now, some of the big stuff I'll work it out, but I need to know. Suddenly, I say somewhere along the way, I find, oh, this thing doesn't seem to work. Why does this happen? Everybody that is complaining that this thing is a waste of time. Why does it happen? So go to Grok or Perplexity and just type in, is there a law which causes you to do this? And you'll be surprised. It'll pop up. Yes, section 33, subsection D of XYZ law makes you do this. I've found all kinds of cool stuff like this. And, then you reform it or change it or whatever. At least, those kinds of pointless search that I had to do earlier, the hard way, pull out some book, scroll through complicated thing or call 20 people. I don't have to do. Grok does it for me.
Have you tried Google Gemini Pro or?
Oh, I have the ones I've found good. ChatGPT is okay. I find between Perplexity and Grok, I find my answers because they are somewhat different types of searches, and so I can bracket the two ends.
Yeah. So even Notebook LM and Google Gemini, so both of these are of Google. So Notebook LM has a very cool thing where let's say if there is a 3-hour podcast which is there and you just want it a summary in a 15 minutes or 20 minutes audio podcast. So it will summarize that 3-hour podcast into a 20 minutes audio podcast. And you can just listen to that in 15-20 minutes and entire summary can be
No. So those kinds of things, by the way, when I write technical papers, I have found many of my working papers, which I publish on the Economic Advisory Council to Prime Minister website. Few hours after I publish, somebody has converted it into a conversation through AI, which is like a podcast conversation like the one we are having, and they are discussing my paper. I know they're both bots, but they are unbelievable how realistic they are.
Yeah.
And not only are they discussing the paper, I have to say, I was surprised how accurate they were. I mean, I could not have explained them better myself. So, and it happens within hours of my publishing a paper.
Yeah.
So, those kinds of things are certainly useful. I don't do it. That is not what I use it for. I do searches more for information.
Got it.
For simple information that I can eventually find, but this is just so radically easier. It lowers the pain of looking for, and later on I can confirm it. But then I know I have to look for this. I'll ask somebody in my team, can you please check that Section 33 actually says this? I'll look it up. But I know what I'm looking for now.
If you learned something new from this video, do share it with your friends and subscribe to this channel so that we can bring you the best content possible. Also, if you want to watch this entire episode, click on the link in the description box and you can go to Kushal Lodha YouTube channel and watch the entire podcast episode. Thank you so much for watching this and have an amazing day.